What up? What up? What up? Welcome to Off the Bench Sports Prep News. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. It's all love. All love. Hope everyone has had a beautiful Mardi Gras. Hope everyone has had a beautiful Mardi Gras. We gonna start. Hey, make sure y'all share this too, man. Share this. Share this. Show some love. We're gonna start on the girls' side and go through second round scores, non-select, division Division One. Good win, good home win by Walker. They beat Benton, Coach Mary Ward on the road, 49-34. Mandeville takes a tough loss, 41-52 over Mandeville. Ponchatoula, still tough, 68-33 win over the Thibodeau Lady Tigers. Destrehan, big win. Destrehan goes down to Zachary, 80-57. Huntington Houghton. Barb gets a win over Houghton, 57-50. East St. John, big win over Slidell, 82-44. Natchitoches Central, man. Natchitoches Central may be back. St. Amant, really solid. Gets a win over Coach Harvey and her Lady Gators, 83-55. Numbers 2 seeded team in the state, Parkway, with the number 1 player in the country, Markayla Williams, gets a big home win, 66-17 over the Neville Lady Tigers. Word I got was Markayla could have scored 50. That's what we expect, though, from great players. Great players do great things. Quarterfinal round, Walker at home versus number 8, Chalmette. Ponchatoula travels on the road to number 4, Zachary. That's a 4-5 matchup. Barb will host number 11, East St. John. That's a 3-11 matchup. Number 2, Parkway hosts Natchitoches Central. That is a district game, district matchup. Both teams very familiar with one another. Should be a good matchup. Division 2, let's see what we got. Number 1 ranked Wiseman Lady Cats, big win over Abbeville, 66-33. 8-9 matchup, Bastrop defeats Church Point, 68-43. LaGrange ekes out a squeaker over number 21, Leesville. The Lady Bulldogs put up 40, just not enough, though, 43 by LaGrange and Coach Lakeem Holmes. Lady Bulldogs goes down to a tough South Beauregard. Man, Carol is great season by the Lady Bulldogs. I can't wait to see what they come back with next year. I actually thought that game would be a lot closer because Carol absolutely dominated their first round opponent in Kaplan. But, that's the way the game goes. Bruley defeats number 19 Northwest, 55-43. Jennings gets the upset over North Vermilion, 48-40. It's very seldom, very rare you see a 22 seed defeat an 8 seed. Great job to Jennings. Westphal, 60-30 win over Iota. 7-10 matchup. 2-15 matchup. Albany, big win over AJ Ellender. Man, so we go to quarterfinals for Division 2. Wiseman Bastrop, that's a district matchup. LeGrand South Bow, I think that's a district matchup as well. Number 3 hosts number 22 Jennings, and number 2 Westphal has to go on the road at number 7 to take on Albany. Uh, hey, this game gonna really show what Westphal is all about because Albany is always good. Yeah, they are regular in the top 28. Division 3, Rose Pine, number 1 overall seed, big win over the Lady Lumberjacks, 71-33. Pine goes down 10 to West St. Mary, 66-56. I saw a post on Facebook earlier. Man, he switched over to the girls now. Let me see. Let me see if I can get this for y'all. Y'all wait 1 second. Oh yeah, by Duke Colbert, girls coach at man, girls coach at Hamilton Christian now. Had a Facebook memory he shared today where he was telling the West St. Mary girls coach that this would be their year, and they're here. Big win by West St. Mary. Union at 5 defeats number 12 St. Helena College and Career Academy, 44-31. Man, big upset in overtime. Westlake defeats a very good Daniel Martin French Settlement Lady Lions team at home, 53-48. Springfield 49, Port Allen 30. Great job by the Lady Pales. They just keep getting better every year. They are getting better. You see the growth. You see the progress. Springfield though is chock with speed. They play really fast. It's getting interesting in Division 3. Winfield goes over the top by 4 over the Lady Panthers at home. Another upset on the road, 32-29 Winfield. 56-55 upset. Bogalusa defeats the Boyles. I think that's Coach. That Marksville last year. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Doyle goes down to district rival, parish rival. A meet 59-39. Tough loss for Doyle. Quarterfinal matchups include 1-8 matchup, Rose Pine versus West St. Mary. Number 5, Union Parish will host 13 Westlake. Number 3, Springfield will host Winfield at 11. Long trip, man. Long trip for Winfield. Yeah, leave early in the morning, Winfield. That's a long trip to make out to school or leave at noon and have to play, man, against a team as fast and good as Springfield. Short trip for Bogalusa to A meet. Again, leave that morning, find a place to get your walk in through, get your shoot around through. Done that. All that makes sense to me. So you gotta do those little things to keep the big picture clear or clearer. That makes sense, y'all. Makes sense to me. I don't know. Kids legs, especially if you're riding Old Faithful, Old Yellow, you gotta get those kids there in enough time for them to get off and get a good solid meal and get their legs stretched. Get the nerves out of the legs and all that good stuff, so that they can really run the floor. Number one overall seed in Division Four, White Castle. They defeat Elton 54-25. Oakdale defeats Lake Arthur 8-9 matchup 53-48, upset by Oakdale. Number 5, Homer 63. Number 12, Maryville 50. South Plaquemines, tough loss to Arcadia 4-13 matchup 55-20. Oak Grove Montgomery, big win by the third overall seed Oak Grove 40-24. Man, East Iberville with a tough loss to number 6 Lhsaa 50-45. East Bowl did what its counterpart South Bowl did, and that was get a win 63-65. East Bowl over number 10 ranked Oberlin. Number 2, Lakeview Lady Gators 47, Mangum Lady Dragons 30. That will conclude the second round. Third round games include 1-9 matchup White Castle Oakdale, 4-5 matchup Homer travels to Arcadia, 3-6 matchup Oak Grove will host LaSalle, and a 2-7 matchup East Bowl Lakeview. East Bowl travels to Lakeview. And 1, 2, 3, and 4, they made it in Division 4. Let's see how far they continue to go. Non-select Division 5 second round matchups include Fairview, number 1 overall seed, 63-28 victory over Summerfield. 8-9 matchup Hicks 62, Evans 51. 5-12 matchup Reeves at home defeats Bell City 51-36. Number 4 Midland 59. Number 20 Pitkin 54. Great home win for Midland. Gibbsland Coleman, the Lady Bulldogs they've been hot pretty much all season. They get a big win over Holden. Holden, traditionally a top 28 team, 44-40 Gibbsland Coleman. Phoenix Florian, that's a 6-11 matchup. The home team, Florian, gets the win, 54-40. 7-10 matchup, Anacoco hosts Diwali, gets if close, counted for anything, you'd have to slide a paper under the door, 51-50 Anacoco. 2-15 matchup, Hathaway hosts Hornbeck, 81-48. Light work for Hathaway. Congratulations to all the winners in Division 5. Quarterfinal matchups include 1-8 matchup of Fairview hosting Hicks, 4-5 matchup Midland hosting Reeves, 3-6 matchup Gibbsland Coleman hosting Florian, as well as 2-7 matchup Hathaway hosting Anacoco. That's your non-select divisions 1 through 5, regional and quarterfinal matchups. Let's do this really quick. We're back. We're back. Off the Bench Sports Prep News. LHSA 8 playoff pairings. Going right now, moving to the select side of the field that is private, magnet, and or charter schools. Division 1. Overall seed, John Curtis Christian Lady Patriots. Big win over CE Birds, 79-41. 8-9 matchup. Coach Valencia Wilson, Liberty Magnet Patriots defeat the Dominican, I can't think of their mascot for some reason. 54-39 win on the road, upset by Liberty. Great job to Coach Wilson. Ben Franklin, man, this is great job by Ben Franklin beating a very good Mount Carmel team, traditionally a top 28 team in Mount Carmel, and Coach Jamie Tomatis. 55-27 win over Mount Carmel. Great job. Scotlandville Lady Hornets pulling off some Hornet magic. 49-41 win over Edna Carr. Lady Cougars fall at the 20 seed. Number 3, St. Thomas More defeats Ash. Hey, man, I want to say this only because I believe it. I try not to say stuff that I don't believe or mean, because that's just, that's selfish and petty. But congrats to Coach Jimmy Winslow on his first season as the girls' coach, head coach at Ash. Switching from boys to girl is all, and the way you have to coach and can coach girls basketball versus how you can and coach boys basketball. The transition is sometimes awful for the male coach because he's used to being hands-on hard with boys versus having to not wear kids' gloves, but be a little more softer and a little more gentler with girls. And so for him to make it to the second round of the playoffs, that deserves some recognition for Coach Winslow and his Ash Lady Trojans. So great job to those young ladies and their coach. Willon Baton Rouge, man, tough loss to number 6 Warren Easton Lady Eagles. 2-point loss by the Willon Lady Panthers. And congrats to Coach Alicia, man. She leaves her previous school of Glen Oaks, where she was building something special. I hope I ain't saying this wrong, but I think Willon was her alma mater. So I think she went back home to try to build at Woodlawn, and she's doing exactly that. Got to see them a couple of times this year. They look really, really good. Can't wait to see what next year brings for the Woodlawn Lady Panthers. Coach Brian Shine does it again, this time to the Acadiana Lady Rams. 66-35 win by the Lady Raiders. They had on their raspberry jerseys yesterday, so they're calling it Raspberry Lane now. I think that's pretty cool. You can also go see what actually happened on the game. Just go to ShreveportBossierJournal.com. Prep news journalist, reporter, writer, Preston Edwards. Yeah, he covered the game, wrote a nice, beautiful article about it, and he's a solid journalist. He's my favorite high school journalist. Yeah, I ain't selfish, man. I support my dudes. Shout out to Preston, man. Shout out to Josh Preston. Shout out to G Sports. Shout out to Fast Break Entertainment. Anybody else? Man, what's my guy in Shreveport name? He does a lot of stuff in the Shreveport Bossier metro area, man. Great dude. Gotta love it, man. Karen Crow, 33, Lafayette Lady Lions, 54. Lafayette Lady Lions lost a lot, but are still in control, controlling their own destiny to get back to the top 28. Are we still calling it the top 28? Congrats, either way. Third round matchups. Number one overall seed. Hey, and look, if y'all not smart enough to go see this game, yeah, I want to check y'all temperatures. Number one, John Curtis Christian Lady Patriots take on the Liberty Magnet Lady Patriots. 1-9 matchup. Ben Franklin, another must see. If you're in the Baton Rouge, Scotlandville area, go check out Scotlandville, Bill and Franklin. 3-6 matchup. St. Thomas More. If you're in the Lafayette area, go check out St. Thomas More, Warren Easton. That's going to be a good one. St. Thomas More, really good. They have the little chick over there last name of Boyd. First year there, but she's filling the basket up. Hey, niece. See you later. What's up, Coach Boyd? Westgate Tigers basketball. BradBoyBasketball.com. Hey, go check it out. Last but not least, man, if you are in the Lafayette area, again, you cannot go wrong with either game, either St. Thomas More, Warren Easton, or Lafayette Lady Lions hosting the Huntington Lady Raiders. Trio of Hoopers coming from Shreveport. Really good girls. Yeah, they like that. Coach Brian Shine does a great job with those girls at Huntington. And you just have to go check. Don't take my word for it. I always tell y'all that. You don't have to take my word for anything. All you have to do is spend that $10, spend that $15, and go check it out for yourself. You can't go wrong going to any game you go to. But I'm going to give you that bell. Ding, 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 ding. If it's one you should really be at to check out, since y'all so-called high school sports fans, since y'all love since you love the game. Don't be afraid to go check it out. The money that you pay to go into these games are only going to help these young ladies and these men get pre or post game meals, or it may go to them getting something very valuable that they need for their teams to try to build a better program. Make sense? You don't know. Man, come on. Knock it off. Division 2. Number 1 overall seed, Lafayette Christian defeats number 16, Edie White. 66-29. Lafayette Christian, man, they just got a girl over there that's just a junior. Man, she ain't even really that good, man. Just go watch her not be good. Do that sound better? She not even that good, man. Don't worry about it. She can only score 20 plus points a game. I don't believe me. She can't hoop. Maybe if I say that, y'all go support her. What you think? Number 5, Northside. Oh my Lord. I think it's her Northside's new coach, third year there. Man, big upset, 12-5, 12 versus 5 matchup. Bolton Lady Bears, 47-42 win over Northside Lady Vikings. Turlins Catholic goes down to the Peabody. They green. Colors Hunter green. I'm tripping today. Peabody, 55-40 win, 4-13 matchup. St. Louis Catholic, 76. They got a young lady over there by the name of Guillory. She ain't really that good either. Go laugh. Y'all go pay the entry fee to go laugh at her score. Oh, I mean, she ain't supposed to be able to play. I'm using whatever tactic I got to get y'all in the gym, man. If y'all want to listen to me tell the truth, I'm gonna tell a false fib to get y'all through the door. If that's what I gotta do. I hope let me do this right here. Let me do this right here real quick. Bam. So I'm gonna say this content. Rapper by the name of 50 Cent wrote a song that said, "Love it or hate it, love it or hate it, love it or hate it." But either way, just go now. St. Louis Catholic, 76-63 win over the Booker T. Washington Lady Lions out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Big win for St. Louis Catholic. Kenner Discovery Health Science goes down to number 6, De La Salle, 46-31. Number 7, Buckeye, big win over St. Michael the Archangel, 38-35. Cabrini Green, 20, Vanderbilt Catholic, number 2 overall seed, 54. That's it for Division 2. Quarterfinal matchups include number 1 overall seed, Lafayette Christian, taking on a very good. I think we missed this game too as well. Archbishop Hannah defeats David Thibodeau 68-25. So this game is going to be a barn burner. Y'all know what that is, right? That's when the game is so damn good, you end up really elated or you're crying real grown-up tears, real adult tears. That's how good the Lafayette Christian Archbishop Hannah game is going to be. Both teams are well coached, well disciplined, and the kids are really cool as hell too. Bolton Peabody, this looks like or looks familiar to maybe a district matchup. Peabody hosting Warhorses, Lady Warhorses. Let's go. Shout out to Coach Charles Smith, my guy. Number 3, St. Louis Catholic hosts number 6, De La Salle. And finally, number 2, Vanderbilt Catholic hosts Buckeye. Division 3. Where we at? Division 3 or Division 4? Division 3. Number 1 overall seed, Isidore Newman Lady Greenies. Lady Greenies defeat St. Charles Catholic Lady Comets, 44-30. Wow. I'm like shocked for real on this one. Glen Mora, congrats to Glen Mora, 56-52 upset win on the road over ULab. Parkview Baptist Lady Eagles, 58, Metairie Park Country Day, 30. St. Mary Academy goes down to St. Thomas Aquinas. Got to see St. Thomas Aquinas a few weeks ago versus French Settlement. Really great game. Really great game. Got to give it to St. Thomas Aquinas. Just like Archbishop Hannah, they're always really good. Number 3, Homer Christian 43, Calvary Baptist 22. Number 6, Episcopal 56. Number 11, Dunham 31. That looks like a district matchup as well. Shout out to man Glen Oaks. You just Glen Oaks, man. They just fight. They fight. Not this kind of fight, man. They always fighting. Whether it's the boys or the girls side, Glen Oaks has been a mainstay in sports. You gotta love that, man. 47-20 win over Academy of Sacred Heart, New Orleans. Holy Savior Menard, Lady Eagles, 55, Loyola Prep 20. That's the regionals for Division II. So let's look at it. Number 1 overall seed, Isidore Newman takes on Glen Mora. 4-5 matchup, Parkview Baptist versus St. Thomas Aquinas. Number 3, Homer Christian takes on number 6, Episcopal. And number 2, Holy Savior Menard hosts Glen Oaks. Good basketball. Y'all know what that means? We had Division 4 on the non-select side. On the select side. Let's look at it. Southern Lab, man. Shout out to Coach Kiana Cheney. I think this year 5 for her, man. Number 1 overall seed again. Gets the 69-17 win over Covenant Christian. 8-9 matchup. Delta Charter, big win over Sacred Heart, 48-39. Number 5, Central Catholic, 67. Number 12, Lewis McGahee, 23. St. Edmund, 26. Washita Christian at number 4. They got 44. 44-26 win. Number 3, Highland Baptist, 58. Number 14, Westminster Christian, 36. Man, I was just talking about this guy a little bit ago. Duke Colbert with a 50 and his Hamilton Christian Lady Warriors. He's another guy that switched over, and he definitely coached the boys with a heavy hand. I can only attest to this because I saw a lot of his games, whether it was at Patterson or West St. Mary. Yeah. Great job, Coach Colbert. 57-20 win over Sitchin Catholic. Number 7, Cedar Creek 47, Hanson Memorial 25. Can I do that again? Never knew how to whistle, y'all. Sorry. Northwood Lena. Wow. 80. Riverside Academy out of La Plaza, Louisiana. 19. Let's look at what the quarters look like in Division 4. Number 1, Southern Lab, the Lady Kittens host Delta Charter. Long trip for Delta Charter. Number 4, Washita Christian hosts Central Catholic. Number 3, Highland Baptist gets Hamilton Christian. And number 2, Northwood Lena hosts Cedar Creek. Again, this is why it's very important to try to go to and play in as many tournaments as you can play in to prepare you for the playoffs. I said what I said. And I'm still scary and I said what I said. But man, you gotta compete. You gotta compete. You gotta compete. That's just what that is. Division 5. So we got Oak Hill, they were the number 1 overall seed. They got a bye. 8-9 matchup. Family Community defeated Northside Christian 54-30. Plainview by Claiborne Christian by Jez Clark by Avoyelles Public Charter by St. Joe Placerville. They defeat Christ Episcopal School at home 53-19, and Family Christian with a bye. So quarterfinal matchups look like this. Number 1 overall seed, Oak Hill hosts Family Community. 4-5 matchup should be really good. Plainview travels to Claiborne Christian. Jez Clark and Coach Ross Ricks host the Avoyelles Public Charter Lady Mustangs. And St. Joe Placerville has to travel to Baton Rouge to take on Coach Rochelle and his Family Christian Academy. I think are they the Eagles? Hey, nevertheless, that's your girls matchup. Gotta love it. I do. Oh my Lord. Hey, y'all want to start in Division 1 on the boys side? Non-select. Lot of really good playoff games starting on the boys side this week coming up. Um, all you gotta do is be a part of the magic. Get your butt off the bench and get in the game by buying that ticket. Go out, buy that ticket, and support these kids. Share the video, man. Take about 20 seconds. Hit the button twice. Once to share, once to post. Once to share, once to post. 20 good seconds of your life, and you're gonna help some people out. You're gonna help some people out. Let's get to it, man. Man, number 1 overall seed. They've been the number 1 overall seed the majority of the season. New Iberia, Yellow Jackets, they get a bye. 16-17 matchup. Airline Bikes. Coach Eddie Hamilton traveled to Gonzales, Louisiana to take on first-year head coach of the Spartans, Coach Troy Green. 9-24 matchup. Coach Coleman travels. I think Salmon is in the Slidell area. They're traveling to the lakeshore, man. Long trip. Again, leave early. That's my recommendation. Leave early. Number 8 takes on number 25. North Shore host Coach Patrick Hill and the Dutchtown Griffins. North Shore, but hey, I know they got some hoopers at North Shore, but don't take that 25 ranking for granted. Dutchtown is tough. Dutchtown is scrappy. They fight. Greatest high school on planet Earth, the Madhouse on Mill Haven, Washita Parish High School Lions take on my good friend Brian Rayner and the Parkway Panthers. Y'all, hey, I know it probably seems unfair or that I'm being biased when I say that OPHS. And when I say OPHS, y'all say rock the house. Don't worry about it. I know it may seem a little biased when I say that OPHS is the greatest high school on planet Earth. And I don't say it just because they are, but it's my alma mater. And just like y'all love y'all's, I love mine. Hey, Coach Mad. What's up, Coach J Mad? It's my guy. Humville, host number 21, Hammond. Mandeville at number 13, host number 20, Sam Houston and Rob Acord. Watch this. Congrats to Sam Houston. First time winning district in an awful long time. Kudos to those young fellas. Walker Wildcats, they get a bye. Ponchatoula Green Wave, they get a bye. No, I don't mean they gonna buy something. They don't get to play the first round. Do the work. You can get the same thing. Not this year, but next year. How about that? Coach Cab and his Denim Springs Yellow Jackets host the West Monroe Rebels. What did I say? Y'all remember what I said? Leave early, West Monroe. Leave early. I remember, what was that? The buffet they used to have that was everywhere. Man, I remember, man, they got good food. I just can't remember the name of it. Getting old. Getting old. Yeah, go get them kids a good sit down meal somewhere that don't start with McDonald's or end with Burger King. So those kids can have some great energy, man, for when they play that night. Get them a good snack. Number 11, St. Amant Gators. Coach Travis Uzi hosts South Lafourche. South Lafourche, y'all got a chance. That's all I'm going to say. Better take advantage of it. Because if he get a couple more days to rest, somebody going to be in trouble. Scooter can flat out score the ball, period. Like it or not. Number 6, Sulphur. Sulphur, man, I want to say this as well. Congrats to Sulphur, man. They've had a really great season. Then they put on a really great Texas Louisiana showcase and showed that Louisiana had some dominance. Not some dominance, some wrong. Forgive me. Yeah, we whipped Texas ass. Just like that. Number 7, Barb. The Bucks. The Bucks got a point guard, man, that's fire. They take on Coach Philip Craig and what possibly could be his last game as a high school coach. Shout out to Coach Philip Craig for giving 20 plus years of his life to high school athletics and academics and education. Coach Craig was a collegiate athlete at Northeast Louisiana University, now known as ULM, University of Louisiana at Monroe. Played with Wiseman High School standout and now Wiseman boys basketball head coach Casey Jones. Yeah, they teammates. My guy, my bro, Ty Russ, and his Southside Sharks take on number 23, Destrehan. My other Lil bro, my other Lil bro, Antonio Broadway Sr., him and his East St. John Wildcats take on the Terrebonne Tigers at home, 15-18 matchup. I did not see this coming, though. I didn't see it coming. I did not see. And some people are going to argue, quote, end quote, that this team is the best in the state. Shout out to the Ruston Bearcats, number 2 overall seed, Division I, non-select. Ruston has been really good all year. They competed all year. They get a bye. So 4 teams with a bye look like this. Overall number 1 seed, New Iberia Yellow Jackets. Number 4 overall seed, Walker Wildcats. Number 3 overall seed, Ponchatoula Green Wave. And number 2 overall seed, the Ruston Bearcats. 4 really solid teams that you're going to have to, one, you're going to have to eat a damn good lunch. 2, you got to be ready to play from the moment you walk in the gym to beat either one of these teams. New Iberia District Champs, Walker District Champs, Ponchatoula District Champs, Ouachita District Champs. Oh, I was supposed to say Ruston. Nah, they're good. Ouachita got the lone win over them in district. All right. Hey, that's Division I non-select, man. You can't go wrong at any game that you choose to go see, but go see somebody. Go support. Can I call the boys babies? Y'all know I be calling the girls babies because, I love girls athletics. Go see them dudes, man. Go watch them dudes who put the ball in the basket, play a little defense, transition. I love the transition game, man. You could do a lot in the transition game. Hey, let's go to Division II non-select. Number 1 overall seed. They're located at 1600 Arizona Street, Monroe, Louisiana, 71202. And that's the Wiseman Wildcats. Head coach Casey Jones, number 1 overall seed. They get a bye. 16-17 matchup. Abbeville versus South Bow. 9-24 matchup. Only his second year back. He has them back in the playoffs. Coach Lonnie Cooper's Franklin Parish Patriots take on Rain. Not the Rain. Rain Bull. They ain't the Bull. Are they the Bull? They are. I'm going to get in trouble for this one, y'all. I'm going to get in trouble for this one. But they take on Rain. It's all good. Lakeshore, number 8, hosts number 25, Livonia. Let me do this real quick. Let me do this right here. Y'all be patient 1 second because I got to get this young fella his props. All right, I'm going to say this. And I don't care who like it or who don't like it. It's not meant for me to care whether you like it or not like it. I'm saying it because it rings with truth. Got me? Got to get it good. And that's to Coach Money Jones, St. Martinville High School boys head basketball coach. He's lost over the last 3 years, he's lost about 9 or 10 players, maybe more. Still in the top 5. Generally, when you lose that many kids and you lose your best player each of the last 3 years, usually you're in a rebuilding phase, rebuilding mode. Now, Coach Jones, they just winning. They just winning. You got to get that man his props. He can coach and motivate. They host the Ritter at number 28. Y'all, I'm laughing because this is another one of my little bros. I love this dude to death. And he's another kid. Since 2017, man, he's lost a lot of kids since, I think that may have been 2019 when they had that deep quarterfinal run. They went to Huntington and lost. But they were really damn good then. Huntington was just a little bit better. Huntington is always good. Shout out to Coach Donald Johnson, Plaquemine Green Devils. They're number 12. They host Crowley. That's going to be a good matchup. Number 13, the Opelousas Tigers take on 32 Minutes of Pain. You know what 32 Minutes of Pain is? Yeah, that's what they call a defense at A.J. Ellender. And they really play defense. You can't play for coach if you don't play defense. He's not going to put your tail in the game. That's the one thing that I really love about Ellender basketball. Whether their offense is great or not, their defense is going to be there. You know they're going to be there. Another dude I got to shout out. Another coach I got to shout out. Y'all want to hear me say it? I love saying it too because I love this culture they have there, and that is nothing bigger than the beat. And that's the Bossier Bearcats. First year head coach Justin Collins. They're in the top 4. They get a bye. Again, if you do the work, the results will happen. If you do the work, the results will happen. All right? Number 3. And number 3. $29.39 Renwick Avenue. When you say $29.39, that sets off something beautiful. You don't know. What you mean you don't know? That's the Carroll Bulldogs. They get a bye, baby. Northwest Tigers at 14. They host district friend. They're friends or foes. If it's a rivalry, is that your friend or is that your friend or foe? You just will never know. Who can you trust in a world that's oh so cold? Don't be a player hater. Northwest Beauchamp, 14-19 matchup, man. That's going to be pretty doggone good game. Beauchamp, they got a kid that's a freshman there, putting up high double digits. I think his last name is Charlotte. I think he a junior. Chris Charlotte Jr. doing big things as a freshman for the Beauchamp Gators. Really proud of him. His maturation process has been solid. To be one year removed from middle school basketball and to be leading your team, yeah, that means you can hoop. That means you can hoop. Period. Number 11, Laranja Wolves host Pearl River. Number 6, Bro Bridge. Congrats to Bro Bridge, man. They're back in the mix. They're back in the fold. They host number 27, North Vermilion. Number 7, Brewley hosts number 26, Erath. I said that right, Erath. Yes, I did. Number 10, my guy, my little bro, Jay Will, LaGrange Gators take on Iota. Home grain for LaGrange. Hey, and real spill, real spill. Take this where you want it, how you want it. But this game is going to be monstrous. This non-select Division II game will be really, really good. Just ask then. Jeez Louise, just ask. Okay, I'm gonna tell you since y'all won't ask. Lutcher Bulldogs host number 18 Broadmoor Bucks, Coach Terrence Gillette. If all stays well, if all has stayed well with the Lutcher Bulldogs, they took a really good Ponchatoula team to the test. And Broadmoor's had nothing short of a phenomenal season. Shout out to Coach PJ Williams as well. Shout out to Coach PJ Williams, man. They doing big things at Broadmoor. This game will go down to the wire. Broadmoor, if Broadmoor gets past this game, I'm calling. They're going to the quarterfinals, period. If Broadmoor gets past this game this week on Friday, they're going to the quarters. Because they're gonna shock some people. All right? I said what I said. Be mad or not. Don't care. Number 1 overall seed non-select Division III, Port Allen. They get a bye. 16-17 matchup, Mansfield hosts Doyle. 9-24 matchup. This should be a good one as well. Sterlington Panthers, Red River Bulldogs. Always good, always tough. Number 8, Bill Platt hosts St. James. Battle of the Bulldogs versus the Wildcats. District matchup. Shout out to my nephew, man, Antoine James. His Raven Hornets host by Delia. I don't know if that's the game you want. Just being honest. 12-21, Donaldsonville Tigers host Westlake. Donaldsonville solid. Congrats to Caldwell Parish. They come in at number 13. I saw them maybe 3 years ago, and they were building and growing. They're steadily advancing in their game. So congrats to Caldwell Parish Spartans. They take on Laureloville. Um, have fun at that game, young man. Patterson, Lumberjacks get a bye. Winfield gets a bye. 14-19 matchup. Rose Pine versus Mammoth. Shout out to Mammoth as well. Last time I seen them, man, you thought, can they play dead? Now they're at number 19. That's respect for me. Respect Mammoth for not quitting, not giving up, for staying in the fight. Real spill. Marksville at number 11. They host Benton. Got to see Marksville middle of the season. Solid coaching. That's gonna be a good one. Should I have been giving predictions to y'all? Nah, we're gonna do that next round. How about that? Thank you, Kayla. Y'all mind y'all business. Mind your business. Thank you, Kayla. Coach Terry Martin and the Richwood Rams. Coach Martin has a play off the bench sports player of the year candidate in Courtney. What's Courtney last name? Let me get that real quick. I can't. Man, I don't know what's wrong with me today. Courtney McCarthy. Yeah, that's the young fella name. He can hoop. Oh, let me give y'all this too, man. A few of the candidates for on the boys' side for off the bench sports player of the year are DeCedric Webb, Jeremiah Evans, Cameron Williams, Elliot McQuillan Jr., Kanan Jefferson, Jace Deprer, Cameron Coleman, Courtney McCarthy, Chris Lockett, Dorian Booker, Alan Graves, Brandon Hardy, Chris Lockett. Again, if I'm missing anyone or you think I'm missing anyone, hit me up. Period. Hit me up. Number 6, Richwood takes on 27 of Boyles. Number 7, Madison takes on number 26, Union Parish. I'm going to say this right now. This may be an upset. When you play in the district with Carroll, Richwood, Wiseman, Bastrop, you can't help but get better from competing against those teams. And Union has really good athletes as well. Number 10, St. Helena hosts number 23, Pine. Number 15, A Meat hosts number 18, West St. Mary. Y'all know I love giving credit where credit is due. And here again, we must give credit where it's due. And that's to Coach Jake Bourgeois and his French Settlement Lions for getting the number 2 overall seed, which is where he wanted to be. He wanted to be opposite of Port Allen. Not because he's scared of him. Not because he's scared of him at all. but he want to compete against the best. And right now, that's the Port Allen Pels. They've been the best for the last 4 years, or for the last 3 of the last 4 years. However you want to look at it. If you ask Pale fans, they've been the best team in their class division for the last 4 years. If you ask the Ravel Hornets, it's them. If you ask anybody, of course they're gonna say them. So congrats to Prince Settlement, man. That's big. To finish with both of your girls and boys program in the top 5 in their respective class and or division, yeah, that's solid. So shout out to the Prince Settlement community. You don't like it, beat them. Y'all know what they say, if you can't beat them, what you should do, right? Just playing. That's illegal. You can't join them. That's illegal. Division 4. Congrats to East Fail being the #1 overall seed in Division 4. Man, talking about a long trip. This 16-7 matchup, EI hosts number 17, General Trash. That's called a long trip. Leave early, General Trash. Number 9, and let me say this. Let me put this out, this precursor out here. This is probably going to be an upset. General Trash has all the tools to make it to the top 28. General Trash has every tool needed in the toolbox or in the woodshed to whip ass with. Got it? All right. Number 9, Welsh over number 24, Oak Grove. Takes on number 24, Oak Grove. Number 8, Elton takes on number 25, Mangum. Number 5 takes on number 28, Oakdale. Lower seed in number is the higher seed. They're always the home team. Number 12, Pickering takes on number 21, South Plaquemine. I don't know if I should put this out there, but I'm just gonna give them a hearty congratulations for holding still in the top 15, and that's Coach Sean Davis and the Faraday Trojans. Remember, all Faraday Trojan games are played at the junior high. It's about 4 minutes away from Faraday High School. That's off the main road. All right. 13-20 matchup. Faraday hosts Homer. Shout out to Devion Laverne and the North Central Hurricanes. They keep winning. They're another team. Over the last 3 years, they've lost a lot. Devion, put that backpack on. Yeah. Number 3, Franklin gets a bye as well. Number 14 takes on number 19. Number 14, Maryville takes on number 19, Jonesboro Hodge. Number 11, Arcadia takes on 22, Kentwood. Number 6, Lakeview hosts Jeanerette at 27. Number 7, Dale High, shout out to Coach Ramon Lusk, takes on number 26, Logansport. This is shout out to my guy, man, Coach Trent. But this is gonna be a good down home barn burner as number 10, Ringo hosts number 23 Block. I think this is the first time in like 19 years. Something like that. It's an astronomical number, though. Shout out to Coach Jamie Holmes and Northeast on making the playoffs. Again, this is the first time in a long time that Northeast basketball has made the playoffs. Their principal coach, Miss Ross, she's invested in making Northeast a beautiful place, not only to get an education at, but to come and play sports at, okay? Yes, she has. Big test though on the road versus a very good Lake Arthur team. So Northeast gotta, leave early. Leave early alert. Leave early alert. All right. Number two, when you say basketball, when you say top 28, this team is synonymous with winning and being in the top 28. That's the White Castle Bulldogs. They are the number 2 overall seed. Congrats. Real spill. This is going to be quick. No, this is a little longer than the girls' side. My bad. Number 1 overall seed, Zawali gets a bye. 16-17 matchup is Quitman hosting 17 Saline. 9-24 matchup, Phoenix hosts Atlanta. 8-25 matchup, Shudrant hosts Florian. 5-28 matchup, Lacassine hosts Monterey. 12-21 matchup, Stanley hosts Calvin. 13 versus 20 matchup, Holden hosts Bell City. They're just as good as the girls. Number 4 overall seed, Gibson Coleman gets a bye. Number 3 overall seed, Fairview gets a bye. 14-19 matchup is Pitkin hosting Hicks. Y'all give me 1 second. I messed up something. Y'all give me 1 second. Be patient. Be patient. Again, if your team didn't make the playoffs, go support a team in your region. Don't be a salty Sally or a salty Sonny, and not go and support the teams that are playing. All right. All right, where we left off at was 14-19, Pickens Hicks. Number 11, Ebarb hosts number 22, Kilborn. Number 6, Dorleen. They got a kid that can play. Dorleen. Yeah, that kid, he can play. His name, Clark. Roger Clark. He can hoop. Number 6, Dorline takes on number 27, the Greek. Number 7, Hornbeck takes on number 26, Castor. Number 10, Singer hosts number 23, Summerfield. Number 15, Simsburg. Nothing like the Burrow. The Burrow still at it. Number 15, Simsboro takes on number 18, Hackboro. And number 2 overall seed, even with a new head coach, and a Coco gets a bye. Hey, I tried this combination, man, just to try it, just to see what it was gonna be. And so I like all Fanta products. But I mixed the Fanta pineapple with the Sprite. Man, that combination is wicked. Wicked good, that is. It's really good. Man, let's switch gears. Yeah, man. Switching gears. Division 1 select. Again, love him or hate him, he's that good. Coach Carlos Sample does it again. #1 overall seed, the Scotlandville Hornets. This is like their 14th, 15th year straight on their reign of terror. They've had either 13, it's either 12 or 13, either state champion wins or runner up wins. They've been the big dog for a minute. Don't get it twisted. They don't come to play. They get a battle. So somebody gets to breathe again, as Tony Braxton said. 16-17 matchup, Jesuit versus Ash. 9-24 matchup, St. Aug versus Karen Crow. St. Aug hosts. #8, John Eric gets a bye. #5, Southwood gets a bye. John Curtis Christian, they take on crosstown rival Bonneville. That game is going to be at Archbishop Chappelle. They need a bigger venue. There you go. Oh, and I'm going to be giving out prediction picks come Saturday. Sunday night, I'll be back. Late Sunday night. We're going to try to get some coaches on. We're going to try to get some guests. Try to get a couple of players on, hopefully, maybe. Hopefully, probably. We'll see. #13, Holy Cross, my guy, Mr. Kirkwood. That's my bro. Takes on McKinley at #20. #4, Huntington, #4 overall seed, Huntington Raiders. Coach Mac Jones gets the bye. #3 overall seed, Catholic Baton Rouge. Head coach Derek Jones gets a bye. 14-19 matchup, Archbishop Rommel. They will host Warren Easton. #11, Eleanor McMain hosts #22. My guy, Kevin Hunt, East Jeff. Big matchup for Coach Hunt right here. He loves all challenges, though. We're going to see if we can get Coach Hunt on Sunday night as one of our guests. How about that? #6, my dude gets a bye. Corey Deans, Pineville. Man, this is another shocker to me. Congrats to Pineville. #7, they get a bye. St. Paul hosts #23, Lafayette. #15, Edna Carr hosts crosstown rival, Brother Martin. #2 overall seed. He's at it again. He's at it again. Did I say he was at it again? Coach Danny Broussard. He's another one. Love him or hate him. His name, his team, his brand is A, synonymous with winning. B, yeah, they always in the top 28 as well. So got to deal with them. Love it or hate it. Moving on. Division 2. Do I need to say it? Do I really? Congrats, Coach Jeff Jones. Again, you're at your 12th or 13th year as well. Playoff appearances, and or either state champion or runner-up. So congrats to Coach Jeff Jones and the Madison Prep Chargers on being the #1 overall seed. If it was anybody who you would ask whether they care whether it was division or class, yeah, he gonna say he don't care. 16-17 matchup. Bucky hosts ED White. Congrats to College Prep and Coach Andrews. They are at #9. They host Frederick A. Douglass. You know, I've seen this. I've seen this a million times. I lived in the city and I never knew what LB meant. Lord Beaconsfield Landry. They're at #8, LB Landry. They get a bye. Archbishop Shaw gets a bye. 12-21 matchup. Evangel Christian, my guy, Coach Shep, hosts St. Louis Catholic. At 13, Jason Herbstler's Northside Vikings. They host the Bro, Kenny Sykes, and the Booker T. Washington Shreve Lions. Vandy Catholic gets a bye. Archbishop Hanna gets a bye. Bolton Bears take on Livingston Collegiate. Big right here. Congrats to Coach Antoine Bird. His John F. Kennedy team is at 11. They host Turling Catholics. Turling definitely can win at home. We see that continuously. Can they go on the road and pull off a big upset? That's the question, because Coach Bird has Kennedy playing at a high level right now. Gonna be good to see the result of that. Carver gets a bye. Coach Nate Roche. Lafayette Christian gets a bye at 7. 10-23 matchup. St. Michael the Archangel hosts #23 Buckeye. 15-18 matchup. David Thibodeau hosts Lhsaa. It's my guy at David Thibodeau. That game also will be at Karen Crow, 6 p.m. Karen Crow. #2 overall seed, the legend, Coach Charles Smith. Name is synonymous with winning. I missed this comment, but my bad, you guys. Commenter says, "Go Ringo." Way to rep your brand, baby. Peabody, #2 overall seed. They get a bye. They play hard as hell, no matter where they are. Division 3. He's only been that damn good since coming back home and taking over the Isidore Newman basketball program. Congrats to Randy Livingston on securing the #1 overall Division 3 seeding. Like, you know how hard it is to be #1 all year and play competitive teams? 16-17 matchup. Pope John Paul II hosts 17 Green Oaks. #9 Episcopal hosts #24 North Caddo. Shout out to Coach Jay at Sophie B. Wright. He gets a bye. At number 5, MLK Charter gets a bye. 12:21 matchup is Parkview Baptist. They host Northlake Christian. 13:20 matchup, I got to shout out my guy too. Ascension Episcopal host number 20 Notre Dame, and my guy Teddy Menard. Teddy is a phenomenal kid, even better hooper. Number 4, congrats to Donna, man. I thought I'm not gonna even lie, and I don't remember the Dunham's head coach name, but I thought it would take at least 4 to 5 years for Dunham to rebuild after Coach Picks. Here they are, just 2 years removed. They're in the top 4. This is my serious face. I'm really serious. Congrats to Donna, man. This is really impressive. After having Coach Picks there for so long and you knew what you were getting, we just didn't know. And where there's doubt, there's room for reasoning. And so what Dunham has done, let's just call it excellence. All right. Congrats to Dunham. They get a bye. Vic Morris and his Calvary Baptist Eagles, they get a bye. Shoots. I know it starts with an S. I'm trying to think of the Capitals coach name. But congrats to Capital, man, for real. And congrats to mentorship. I didn't again when Coach Jacobs left mentorship, that was another school that I honestly just didn't know if they will recover after losing Coach Jacobs. And it's no disrespect to mentorship because they've earned it by finishing the season at 14. But I just didn't know. And so 14-19, and I believe this is maybe a district matchup. Mentorship hosts the Capital Lions, home of Brandon Bass, home of Simone Augustus, 2 of the best to ever lace it up, not only in the Baton Rouge Metroplex, but in the state of Louisiana. We're proud to call those 2 Louisianimals. I said what I said. Simone probably is and is, in my opinion, the best shooter, the best scorer ever in the state of Louisiana. Ever. I mean ever. Boy or girl, it's Simone Augustus. Oh, quick story, real quick, guys. So I got some people that I just absolutely love. And every time we talk high school sports, especially from the basketball side, and they ask me, is anybody better than your son? And I said, well, it depends on what you're talking about. I said, depending on what you're talking about. I don't think it's very many that's been better than him in any generation. Because I think Hobart Grayson IV is a generational athlete. He's one of a kind. But when we talk about this shooting thing, especially from a mid-range perspective, Simone Augustus is it. She liked that still. Brandon Bass, from a mid-range perspective, he liked that. Yeah, they like that for real. We may never see those. Like, we may really never see a dude and a chick, a lady, from the same high school that were in the same era that were just the best to do it at their positions. So yeah, I always say if it's true, yeah, I'll say someone is better than Hobart Grayson the fourth. It just has to be true. I'm not gonna negate or downplay his skill set that he worked his butt off for just for someone else to be happy about someone else. Nah, not doing that. Number 11, University Lab takes on number 2, Patrick Taylor Science and Technology. Number 6, St. Thomas Aquinas, they get a bye. St. 7 at St. Charles Catholic, they get a bye. Catholic High New Iberia hosts Thomas Jefferson. That's a 10-23 matchup. Number 15, Loyola Prep, they host number 18, Sarah T. Reed. Congrats to Sarah T. Reed. Overall, number 2, in Division 3, Metairie Park Country Day. Let's move to Division 4. Hey, this is where it gets small, but big things come in small packages, and that's what we have here in Division 4 and 5. Big things come in small packages because we're Louisianimals. Best amateur athletes in the world call Louisiana home. Don't ever forget that. Northwood Lena, they're the number 1 overall seed under new head coach. They get a bye. 16-17 matchup. Cedar Creek, they take on Westminster Christian. Number 9, St. Fred. Number 9, St. Fred. Derek Lopez. Third year, third or fourth. Which one, Derek? I'm trying to get you on, man. Third or fourth year for Derek Lopez at St. Fred as the head basketball coach. He has him a top 10 team. He is a product of, say it or don't say it. Say it or don't say it. He's a product of OPHS. And remember, the rule and not the exception is when you hear OPHS, you gotta say rocks the house. It's just been that way. It was that way when I got there. So when you hear OPHS, you gotta say rocks the house. Let's try it. OPHS rocks the house, baby. Number 9, St. Fred hosts number 24, River Oaks. St. Mary's at number 8, they get a bye. Congrats to the OG, Dexter Washington. He's at number 5. He gets a bye. Number 12, Opelousas Catholic. They got a young freshman over there that's really good. 12, Op Cap takes on 21, Washita Christian. Number 13, Ascension Christian. They take on number 20, Catholic Point Capee. I think that's right. Number 4, overall seed, St. Martin Episcopal. They get a bye. Promise, I want y'all to see this. Promise to God, right hand to God. I want to shout out everything about what Crescent City has been able, the feat that they pulled off, finishing the season in the top 3, Again, they were another school that lost a really good head coach in Sean Dumas. And the assistant said, I got it. He said, I got it. He said, all I need y'all to do is stop trying to steal my kids. And I'm going to show you I can coach. He said, just stop stealing and trying to steal my kids. And I'm going to show you I can coach. And he's just done just that. You don't have to like what he said, but he said it with respect and authority. And ever since he said that, yeah, Crescent City been kicking butt. They get a chance as the top 3 seed. You know, when you get in seed 1 through 4, you're expected to make it to the top 28. They're in a position to do that this year. All right? Got it? Number 14, Delta Charter takes on number 19, Corn College Prep. Number 11, Ascension Catholic takes on 22, Sacred Heart. Number 6, Central Catholic, they get a bye. Number 7, Harabujo. Southern Lamb gets a bye. Number 10, Vermilion Catholic takes on 23, Magnolia School of Excellence. Number 15, Central Private takes on 18, Riverside Academy. And again, y'all, I'm telling you, I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm not trying to kick anyone. I'm just telling you the truth as I see it through these eyes. Congrats to Riverside, man. After losing a coach you've had for 30 plus years in Timmy Bird, you know, y'all might not say it, but we wonder is room for reason or reasoning if these schools are going to recover when they lose really good coaches, or how long is it going to take for them to recover? I ain't the only one that thinks these thoughts. I'm not. I just may be the only one who said out loud, and it is not said in a manner to be disrespectful. Because in this game, just like in this game of life, it takes what it takes. And watch this right here. They're doing what it takes to be where it takes. Got it? All right. Shout out to my boy A Hud, Lincoln Prep. They're the number 2 overall seed. They get a bye. All right. What's this? Division? Man, we are at the end. Y'all know this time of year where I might just cry at any moment without notice. Because I know in 12 days that the game that gave me so much, the game that and basketball wasn't even my sport, but the game that gave me so much and taught me so much about life, about discipline, about love, about caring. The season is going to be over in 10 or 12 days. And for me, that always hurts. The love I have for high school sports, but even more so for basketball. The love I have for this game is astronomical, right? It is out of this world. And I have so much respect for all of the people that do it the right way, in the right manner, at the right time. It means a lot to me that they do it in the right way and in the right manner at the right time. That's love, baby. So let's talk about Division Five. I want to start off with a story real quick because when I got the word on this, I immediately picked up my little gadget. Immediately picked up my little gadget, and I said, "Man, what the hell did you just do?" I say, "Is the reports that I'm getting are they true?" He said, "Hell yeah, man! I had to go back home." He said, "I know I can win at home." He said, "Man, I just had to go back home. Period." Me and this guy, I think the first time we met, we may have argued a little bit. Then I made the long trip. Y'all thinking when I said we argued a little bit that it was a bad thing. We argued about who loved the game more. When I think about this dude and what he's done this year, um, he played any and everybody with no fear. He played any and everybody with no fear. And the only game that he lost was to Southwood at Hamilton Christian's MLK Classic. And that guy, that man whom I'm speaking of is Okie Benjamin. When he left Pineville just 2 seasons ago, I real life called him and cursed him out. What the are you doing, man? And when he said I just had to go home, bro, gotta throw your hands up. That means the love that he has for a Vols public charter is greater than anyone will ever understand. Greater than anyone will ever understand. And I'm telling you, he told me this. He said, I can win at a Vols. As college coaches say, he's winning at a high clip. Is the job finished yet? Is the job done yet? No. But he's doing it and doing it well. LL, no, I ain't gonna play with y'all, man. Hey, number 9, Jehovah Jireh Warriors. They travel to number 8, St. Joe Placerville. Um, Congrats to Coach Ricks, man. After you losing 7-year varsity starter John Paul Ricks, for him to be where he is after losing 36 points per game. Number 5, Claiborne Christian takes on Alexandria Country Day. Up. Got to talk again, y'all. Y'all know I love to talk too. My damn mouth is 7-Eleven. That mug never closes. Oh, y'all too funny, man. So, probably about 7 years. I I've known this young fella. And can I say this? When it came to delivery, he may have been exactly like me, rough around the edges. You have to listen to the volume of the content and the context of which his words exit his mouth. Because at times it may have seemed harsh and abrasive, but it always came from a place of love. When he left, I felt a sense of sadness because I knew we were losing a really good coach. When, again, when I got the word that he was back and where he was going to be, my heart filled with elation. My heart filled with happiness. And when I tell you, I thought he was a damn good coach before he left. But the coach that he went off and became far exceeds the coach that he came back being. And that is J.S. Clark Leadership Academy Bulldogs head coach Ross Ricks. J.S. Clark is another school that they lost a lot over the last 2 years. They lost 7 players that were highly conducive to their success. They're only number 4 in Division 5. And they played some really tough games this season under Coach Ricks and his leadership. And he's taken a bunch of 7th, 8th, and ninth graders and he's teaching them how to win. That's important. He only has, I think, one senior. Shout out to Coach Ricks. Number 3, Rapides. I'm sorry, number 4, Jess Clark hosts Cristo Rey of Baton Rouge. Number 3, Rapides hosts number 14, Oak Hill. Rapides, all I can tell you is eat a lunch. That's it. That's all I got. Number 6, Plainview hosts number 11, Christ Episcopal School. Number 7, Episcopal of Acadiana hosts Northside Christian. And the number 2 overall seed, just like on the girls' side, the number 2 overall seed in Division 5 is, drum roll please, Family Christian. I want to tell y'all something, but I don't know if you're going to hear me. But I'm going to say it anyway because that's who I am. These kids deserve our support. Good, bad, or indifferent, these kids deserve our support. And we want to beforehand congratulate those who have been supporting them all season long. But for the ones of you that are at home, sitting on your do nothings, doing nothing, man, just take one day out of your busy schedule and go support your local high school team that's playing in the playoffs. You being there and them knowing that you're there could very well change the way a kid not only sees the game, but plays the game because of your love, because of your support, because of your cheers. You don't know this, but it's one kid that has been waiting his whole high school career, be it his first year in high school or if he's coming down to the wire of playing one of his last games. It's a kid that's been waiting on you to show up in the gym all season long for them to show you specifically how good they are. This may be the last chance you ever get to see that kid in a high school uniform competing. Be a friend, be an uncle, be an auntie, be a cousin. I shouldn't have to say these last two, but I will. Be a mother and a father and go support these kids. They need you more than ever. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in to Off the Bench Sports Prep News. Remember, get off the bench, get into the game.